Pitlord, Snakes, like these four don't do... Their early damage is very limited. Lash, of course, does insane amount of early damage, but you have ways to kite it, you know? You have this Centaur Stampede, you have the Void Spirit toolkit, you have Dive, so, you know, it will be a lot on this Lash, and if he's not having a strong early game, it feels like Zero Tenacity might struggle a lot.
It's also interesting because Lesh went for the misanthropy facet, so he's not going to be taking towers, which is something you.
That's very standard, I would say. Like, I don't remember last time I saw Lash take the other facet. Like, be it in pub, be it in professional games. Maybe I was not paying enough attention.
Well, you're right. That's normally the facet you go for. But if you want to, make the enemy team, move around, create more space for your carry, or stuff like that, you really want to, pressure the towers. You really want to, make them choose between, okay, do I gank the enemy safe lane or do I lose a tower because of that, or something like that. So in the beginning, like I really see more like you said, like a timing, a tempo, like the possibility of early game aggression or early towers. And if you take the towers really fast and leave the lifestealer without the space he needs, obviously it's a huge map, so space is going to be there. But if you make this a fast tempo game, I think Zero Tenacity have the more item dependent heroes, so they do need a little bit more of space or of time to come online.
Perhaps in this game, still with the SE and level 30 Ench, they should still be able to open the early towers. Like this Enchantress, as you say, plus 5s, like to, as we see Kidara. What's up, the enemy team? What's up, guys? We waited so long to start this game. Can we just play?
And
XNE will say Chetam Patsaniki, which means, what is happening, guys? Will you come soon? And then he said, okay.
keyboard fix.
Okay.
Okay.
I think Anch, it's his job. Every time you play Anch, you have Anch on your team, as we have a quick go. Like, his job is to take care of these tier 1 towers. In this game, it's not gonna be the easiest, but it's his responsibility.
You have a lot of tower defense here. Like you have the fire spirits, you have the wave clear from Void Spirit, the wave clear from Centaur, the wave clear from Warlock. So it's going to be really hard to pressure in early tempo.
See, booting smoke, but Void Spirit will not get the ward off. Meanwhile, the Leshrac does. So here comes the advantage, but into big jungle, will they meet? Level 1, I would prefer definitely Radiant heroes, because Pitlord and Nax and also Anch are quite useless. Disruptor and Flash can be really strong, but at the end we should just have a 2-for-2 trade.
Yeah, not a big level 1 for Zero Tenacity, so yeah. You just want to not meet the other guys. Okay, this is a little bit of creep blocking.
But we see both off lanes like kinda trying, but even Zero Tenacity is actually gonna lose on this trade because Nande from Pipsqueak will make sure that Centaur blocks the creeps, and Nax will do the same. So the lane equilibrium should be fine on both sides.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, so now we have our laning matchups. We have Enchantress and Lifestealer against Phoenix and Centaur Warrunner. Actually, you can harass quite easily here as the duo from Pipsqueak. And on the safe lane, we have our Sven and Warlock, which, the kill potential here is really low. Only if, overextend by farming might you get glimpsed back, but I don't think the damage is going to be enough. So the lanes shouldn't be as aggressive.
I think definitely we should be paying more attention to this top lane. Both lanes have the potential, but this Phoenix and the Centaur, they have to keep the pressure going level 1 and level 2. before this Ange gets the level 3. Of course, you have the level 2 Fire Spirits, which is also very strong, but the Ange really struggles before level 3, and you want to make advantage of it.
Yeah.
And the bottom lane, yeah, this is sad. I think with the paddle bonus, as we see kill come out, a lot of Blood Grenade committed. Sven is low, but 4 sticks and a healing, he should be just fine. And that was kind of a big goal from the side of Zero Tenacity. You know, using Blood Grenade and not getting a kill always kind of feels rough.
Yeah, well, but they did commit a lot of healing on Sven. Like, he is out of healing right now. He just got pulled a tango and that's it. So he needs to invest a little bit more in regen here, or at least get a bracer. The police.
Yep. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, pause.
Another pause. Nice.
That keyword. Okay. That keyword needs fixing. Okay, who do you favor here in Lesh against Void? I mean, obviously Void is not gonna have the best lane, but does he just come back with power runes? Does he need a little bit help of his supports here in terms of rune control?
I think Void just wants to chill here, and Lash wants to pressure. I would say 55-45 for the Lash, but overall, I think the experienced Void player like Mirage, he will just chill.
Okay, we are still watching the top lane. Kaori being really harassed here by Enchantress. Even he's not level 3. He's going to continue harassing the Phoenix, which is their only kill potential actually. They're gonna win the Lotus.
Yep. Lotus for one for Radiant, one for Daya, and Phoenix is gonna get this level 3 very soon. We'll see how he can make advantage of it. Harpy creep for the Enge will help secure these 2 ranged assets. That's very nice.
Harpy is just so annoying to play against. That and the Frost Spirit. The Frost Spirit is the worst in early game.
You know, it's unlucky they have the Harpy spawn on small, but they're very fortunate that the big creeps spawn the Troll Summoner, which is kind of the worst one for the. And at the bottom lane, another go on Sven. There was a glimpse before use, and he still lives. They're keeping the pressure high with Kidara pulling the small camp. There's gonna be a couple of denies here, and even zoning out of XP. Big pressure coming out from Nefrit and GZ. And as I mentioned on top lane, big camp gonna be blocked. Yeah, Kaori blocked the big camp, so no big creep for the Enge. So they are really playing well against this Enchantress level 3 timing.
Yeah, well, the lanes are going to be broken really soon. Like, we just have like maybe 1.5 minutes more of this, and then we have to start looking at the tempos for minute 6 and minute 7. Do you play aggressive here as Pipsqueak going for the shrine? Oh wait, they're going back. Nando, he's going down. He's going down. This is the first blood maybe. GC getting the last hit. He gets it.
Dead.
Yeah, I underestimated Glimpse and Pit of Malice. That was a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's kind of before you would play like Rubik and Pitlor, like you would make people stuck in the Spirestorm Pit of Malice, and I was surprised that they will have enough damage to kill this Sven. Yeah, they keep pressuring him, but I thought he's gonna be fine. Eventually, not so much. Remember, this Sven knew his lane. He picked this Sven into this lane. Still not the end of the road. If you have a carry die, you kind of want it to be a Sven.
Yeah,
the one that can recover so easy like Sven does.
Exactly. Just stack a couple of, stack your ancient creeps under your tier 1, and then Sven gets level 6, got strength, and nothing happened.
Nowadays, like when I watch pubs, when I watch Pro Dota, it's like my carry is carry good player check is like I look if he stacks his ancients, because when I saw like all the international top carry players play, they always stack this ancient camp. Now Kidara will go use a heal even, will give him time, but on the mid lane.
Yeah, that was really close. He's gonna die anyway, I think. Void Spirit. He doesn't have to simulate, so he's going to get down. Yeah, one more. As I said, this Disruptor playing really aggressively. He's being healed a little bit. Maybe there's no more damage, there's no more mana for Mirage.
Heals?
Yeah, he survived. The heals are so big right now. They're going back. They can just turn this around. Okay, they're not going to turn around. They're going to sacrifice Kaori for it. Still on the chase for Kidaro. Mirage just diving like there's no tomorrow. And okay, we're going to have our vengeance here. Void Spirit going for this Disruptor. Still, he's going down. Yeah.
He has no more reasons, he's just gonna die. Even though that he got the Ilu rune, he kinda missed time of using it, so he didn't dispel the first thunderstorm. Ends up being 2 for 0, trade for 0 Tenacity, even though they didn't get the power rune. A very, very good trade for them, and Mirage throws relax, it's okay. Maybe for you, not so much for X and E.
Yeah, it's you know, I miss the days when people were getting spicy with voice lines or with sprays. Right now it's just, you know, it's too mild of a spice for my taste.
They're more relaxed nowadays. And we might see more action mid. We talked about this Enchantress, she gets this level 3, level 5. She starts going for the towers. Now level 5 will pick up a Wildkin. We'll find a Kidaro. Hello, hello. I think I think every like core player hates playing as Enchantress because she's just so tough to kill and she's so annoying. And at the 8-minute rune with so many numbers on the 0 Tenacity, they should be getting it glimpse. Kidaro,
Yeah,
a bit of trouble.
They're getting the kill here.
Easy kill. And the rune is gonna be bottom, so Kari is not gonna take it, not gonna deny it. Another really, really good sequence for 0 Tenacity.
This Disruptor 4 is just doing so much. Like, he got a kill on the Sven, he got 2 kills in the mid lane. He is level, closing on level 6. This Enchantress as well. We were talking about this in the draft. If you pick Enchantress, you always want to pick a carry that can fend for himself and when he's left alone. And so Enchantress can just roam around, create chaos, and force the other supports on another lane. So your carry goes 1-on-1. So Lifestealer against Center was just, you know, a perfect pick. He has a lot of space right now. The only one who got contested was Sven, who died. So I don't know how the last hitting is going. Obviously, Sven is going to be up there because of the cleave. But right now, everything is working fine for Zero Tenacity. Like a 3k advantage in less than 10 minutes is like a really decent advantage.
Yeah, it's as good of a start as you can hope for.
Yeah.
I feel like they not only 3 kills, 4 kills, they also got the mid tower, arguably the most important tower of the game. Now they're pressuring bottom tower while maximizing on the slash. And I want to give a shout out to Jeezy. He's been dominating this game. And this whole tournament, I think he's playing outstanding. Like some unique heroes, Invoker, +4, which got respect banned this game, you know. He's throwing a lot out there.
Okay, this is the second tower for Zero Tenacity. They are looking for maybe to make something happen on the enemy offlane. Or they're just looking for Void Spirit, I think. Oh, you can't show, my friend. There's a Disruptor with 3 level glimpse. You know, you can always run around, but you don't really want to waste your Astro Step there.
Like, if there is a game you wanna be trailing behind against Disruptor, you wanna have like Void Spirit on your mid lane, because you have this way of dodging the glimpse. Otherwise, if you don't, you don't wanna play a losing game against Disruptor. It's just insanely tough. This hero is strong in its own, but when it's ahead, he just amplifies. And top lane, the Helm of Dominator, they're gonna try to put pressure on 4-3. Has him fast, has a siege creep, he might need to, but Pitlar comes in, there's a bit of Malice. Egg is ready. Stuns from Mirage and Stampede with the golem
nice.
to cover up. Void Spirit comes in, Egg comes out, they throw everything out from Pipsqueak, but they don't get anyone. They don't get anyone so far. And in the catapult, there's still Nakes. They're looking now. No spells left on the side of Pipsqueak. Can they get anything on Zero Tenacity? Everybody's in and out, but nobody's dying. And everybody's now content. But Glimpse should be coming up soon again.
Yeah, and the happiest guy on the map right now is Sven. He's just, chilling, farming. Then Zero Tenacity, they brought everything to defend this tier 1 tower. They did. Well, this is like kind of a sad warlock because we were talking about this in draft. He really wants to pressure and take a tower with every golem, and he's just not gonna get it right now.
He's still gonna get some damage out.
Oh,
but
mid lane, Mirage?
As you said, Mirage a bit. He's gonna get really low. Doesn't even get to get stun out. Kaori may be in trouble. Maybe XNE is in trouble. But is there a glimpse? There is no dissimulate. He should just be dying here easily. No dissimulate. Use it aggressively. That means the disruptor is gonna punish you. So it turns out 1-for-1 trade of the mid laners.
Disruptor is being such a menace here for Pipsqueak. Like he's been, I think, with almost every kill for his teammate.
He has 4 out of 5 participation.
80%.
He's been doing very well, and he's opting for this early Blink Dagger. I really like it. These Void Spirits and Phoenixes, they'll try to play on their dives, maybe pressing the spells early before the Static Storm comes out. Blink Dagger like kind of puts stop to it. Just makes it much harder for them. They're gonna make a smoke. Not fine. Kaori, ultimate is not ready, dive is there, but with the easy claims, maybe it's not even needed. That's an easy pickup. Like my favorite kind of pickups, just nice and easy. Go back to farm. You get a quick bonus gold and you back to farming, double cancel blast.
And I like this itemization from Lesh. Like normally you see the Blink Dagger rush from Leshrac, but he now has the Rod of Ados. It obviously makes sense. You're playing against a Void Spirit, you're playing against a Phoenix, against a Stampede. So obviously it makes you a little bit more bulky, a little more tanky, which is always something you wanna itemize towards. But like being a Lesh, that doesn't really get that much of a beefy build with the Blink Dagger. And right now, like Zero Tenacity look like really comfortable in the early game. Like they've been taking towers, they've been taking kills, they've been taking favorable trades. The only trade that they've taken is in the mid lane, Mirage dying once, and then Pipsqueak overcommits, loses the Void Spirit as well. So the early game working really well for them, and which is the opposite from what we were saying in draft. Like we basically favor Pipsqueak for the early game, but Zero Tenacity is just outperforming maybe.
They definitely did play a little better, but still it kind of feels like they should, by the way the Zero Tenacity play, they should have more of advantage at this point. Only having 2k feels like a little bit less than what it looked like, if you get what I mean. And on the top lane, now with ultimates back off, they're gonna really try to open this tower finally. Hem of Dominators there, and TPs, Disruptor TPs. This is a big investment of Zero Tenacity. This might be decider of the early game. Glimpse back on the Centaur with the Static Storm. He's a beefy boy with the Blade in, but still. Now, golem drop, XNE coming. Can they get the 4-3? Kaori goes in with the egg. That's gonna be an easy kill. And on the other side, Nefer comes in, but Nande is waiting for you. Nande is waiting for you with the God Strength. Pipe will not help against it, but it will help against the Void Spirit. Can they get the chase down? Nande should be having a stun soon. With the Aether Remnant, that's a dead Nefer. That's a completely turned game around. Oh, what a move by Pipsqueak. And Zero Tenacity, a really bad read here. Thinking they can defend this tower like the last time. Pipsqueak will gladly take it.
This is the early game aggression, the early game advantage we were talking about in draft, like just level wise. And okay, the first golem didn't work, the second golem is gonna get the tower, and I was surprised a little bit by by this Sven, but he is so farmed. He has Mask of Madness, Echo Saber, Power Threads, so he's ready to fight. This is great, and like you just mentioned, this game is back for Pipsqueak. And even though Zero Tenacity have been really aggressive and taking towers and such, Sven only got contested twice. He died once, and then just he got left alone for like maybe 10 minutes. And that's what happens when you leave a Sven alone for 10 minutes. He just comes out of the jungle with 3 items, well, 2 items and
Yeah,
threats.
as you mentioned before, like when you were talking about this like first pressure on the top tower at mid tempo golem, like everybody was there from both teams besides the Sven.
Yeah,
So even though they didn't get the tower, they didn't get any kills, they made a lot of space for the Sven, and he used it really well. And he's stopping the charge and like a classic Sven network. And you saw in the fight, we also talked like Centaur lives for way too long. There is a limited amount of damage for Zero Tenacity right now. And Pitlor comes in, you have Type. Type doesn't do anything against this Sven. He breaks him in half in like a second with not many items. Only Echo Saber and Mask of Madness. Well, that's why they picked the Sven into Pitlor. And now
and he's going to continue to do so because Pitler is going for Aghanim Scepter. He's not going for a Crimson or something that gives him more armor. So Sven is still going to continue to be a menace here. Uh, yeah, I think they were just being playing aggressive. Like Zero Nasty was playing aggressive, was showing up in the map, showing up in lanes, going for ganks, for kills, trying to look for the Void Spirit. But then Sven just comes back out of a 10-minute break or 10-minute farming break, and now Zero Tenacity is playing a little bit more, laid back. They are waiting for a life stealer. Like a life stealer, he needs the radiance to start doing stuff. So he just got it like maybe like 2 minutes ago, and now they might just want to give life stealer more space. They're going in on the enchantress. It's going to be the sacrifice here.
a very easy kill for the Sven. He has to pop the God Strength there, but he will gladly do it. Now, Disruptor and Mirage become Phoenix. Alex Scott is there, but nice and easy egg. On top of with the Golem, Stampede is here, Yeo is here, and that's gonna be an easy kill. X and E is gonna look for more, a the Remnant blindly, not gonna find anything else. But what I would say a very optimistic move by Zero Tenacity, but also Kaori with the presence of mind to just drop the egg there, knowing Static Storm is gonna come out. A really good play by Pipsqueak.
Yeah, right now, like I mean, Yeo's doing his work. Like he's the center, he's the beefy one. He tanks all the ultimates, and the Helm of Dominator and Blade Mill makes you so tanky. And Zero Tenacity just focusing the wrong guy twice. And at least they didn't lose the Lesh, and Lesh is okay, just a smoke. They really want to find this Sven.
Yeah, Sven is their best target. Sven is very potent offensively. He can delete everybody, but he can still die in the Static Storm and whatnot. And with no Golem, no God Strength, no Stampede, no Egg, like they want to find a quick pickoff and transition it into the Tormentor. Do they have an Obs? There was a Sentry, so they'll not find anyone. Maybe Disruptor with the Obs can find another opportunity. This Tormentor is very important for both squads. Like a lot of very good shards this game on all 4 supports, and it seems it will just be a free one for Zero Tenacity. Without the ultimates ready on supports, they don't want to be battling this out.
Yeah, I mean, they are doing a great job of playing around the tempo of the high cooldown ultimates. Sadly, they didn't have it for this Tormentor who get it. Okay, so we have the Sproink for the Enchantress. That's a little bit of damage there, even with no levels
He
on impetus.
it still can. It's now it's only like a little bit of a defensive tool, but eventually like every time you see experienced Enchantress player, eventually with some levels, they become a threat, you know? Like with BKBs going low cooldown and like a lot of other things to worry about for the enemy team, you kind of find yourself a space in a fight to do a lot of damage. And the shard getting it for free definitely helps. And we see Foreman Smoke gonna go through gate, anticipating that Pipsqueak might wanna try go for the Wisdom rune, and they will spot X and E. They get on top of him.
Okay, I think, yeah, they just saw the Void Spirit. Void Spirit is going to be the sacrifice here. Really easy pick up. Phoenix is just going to take the shrine and get out. At least they get both of them. So.
Yeah, I mean, eventually will be the trade. I don't think either team is like happy or unhappy with this trade. One team gets double wisdom, and one team gets the mid laner for like 4-man smoke, which like somebody had to die for this. And at this point, it's like it's not too bad that it's just not Sven, because this Sven is going off the charts. So, like already with this net board.
He's a win condition.
If they see Nefrit, oh, if they only saw the Nefrit for a tiny bit, they could have jumped him. But they'll pick up the Illusion and smoke themselves. BKB ready on Sven.
They see
level 12, 13 on Phoenix. They see Pit Lord. It should be a very easy kill. Yeah.
Yeah, he's squishy.
We called him a beefy boy in the draft, and he truly is a lot of times, but once again, against the gods, Frank, definitely not. And they're gonna try to transition the tower. No glyph ready for the side of Zero Tenacity. I don't know when they use it, but they're gonna start keeping in one by one. No God's strength, it's running out. They really wanna take this fight. BKB is still there. BKB, Nightfall. It's a perfect decision. Can they get out with others? No, Kaori is gonna have to pay. Maybe they could have both escaped if Kaori recognized the Nightfall can just come out. But anyway, tower for position 4. It's still a fine trade for Pipsqueak.
Yeah, I mean, you got the Underlord kill, then transition into a free tower. Well, there's, you know, as a support player, I know you always think of how can I help my cores. Maybe I'm the sacrifice here, and sometimes you know the cores make these types of play that they didn't really need you, and you just sacrifice for the sake of it, and it happens in every tier of play, I think.
Yeah, I think it's a good first instinct to have. Maybe some of us are a bit more selfish, but you know, I think it's good first instinct to have. And on the mid lane, 30 seconds to the BKB on Sven. I think it will be another go time. Rush is also somewhat on the menu, so I think mostly Pipsqueak is kind of ready to push this advantage even further. And 24 power rune coming up. After that, it should be a go time for them with the smoke on Phoenix. Try to find another kill, and Zero Tenacity, I think they will happily try to delay this game a bit until Naix gets some items of his own to battle this Sven out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know if you wanna, you know, there's like a little bit of a difficult choice here, because the Sven is just going to get fatter. He's just going to get more, you know, he's just going to destroy all your heroes. He just two-shot the Disruptor. They're going to get a free
in a
roll shot of
perfect
it.
Sven. In a perfect Sven fashion, Echo Saber in the support, using God's Strength, and it's kind of perfect position to go for this rush, but Zero Tenacity, I don't think they're gonna keep this one for free. This is gonna be an important fight. 25% left on this God Strength. Flash comes in, uses everything. Sven is gonna battle it out. Sven still has the God Strength. Golem comes out, and Sven is just gonna delete the Lash. Rush is very low. Who's gonna pick it up? Egg explodes. It should be Sven getting it at 4-2-3. Just gonna die. SC is following through as well. A bold move by Zero Tenacity, but eventually they're gonna pay with 3 lives. Pitlord stays alive, but to witness what a disaster for the Zero Tenacity.
Yeah, maybe the math wasn't mathing there for the calculations they were doing for that Roche. Like, Les just went in, he thought he was going to do enough damage. He wasn't doing enough damage at all. He got like 3 shot by the Sven. Sven is just doing way too much, and it's amazing how only like they gave him like 10 minutes, maybe less, and he just came back to the game. It's just dominating, and all the timings were there for Pipsqueak. The God Strength was available. The BKB was available, and right now we have another God Strength. They might take this tier 2 tower as well. So now
Perhaps the
Hmm?
calculation was a bit off with the God Strength. They thought it was only
Yeah.
like 20% duration left, and if there was no God Strength, my fight might just look completely different. But then again, you have to remember, kids, if you play against Phoenix, Phoenix is a king of rush, but he is just a king. Dropping this egg, dropping the Sunray, he dominates this fight, and like Nande and Kari together just combining for a big win. And as you said, they're gonna get another free tower. And they find kill on mid? Not yet. At least Ange is gonna escape for now with this haste run.
He's just very fast. You have a Lifestealer right now going for the BKB. Lifestealer is just lacking damage. Like
He
and
is he's gonna get jumped. No rage. He still can just infest. No, the creep gets killed. Nanda chasing with some speed. It's gonna be a kill. Oh, that was so close to infesting this creep, but the cleave one-shot at the creep, and Nanda with a pickup on enemy carry, and you were hoping for Naix to catch up to this Sven, but that's the worst thing that can happen for him, is getting solo kill, and
he
even
gets one more. He
forcing
gets one more. He gets one more.
Oh, he does get it!
He got it. BKB and TP
Nanda!
used for that.
What did I tell you, Zippo? What did I tell you when we were going into this game? Told you to watch one guy. There's one standout player in this series on this Pipsqueak team, and it's Nanda.
Yeah, Nandi is doing whatever he wants. Like he just basically solos the anime carry and then goes for a little snag of a mid laner. He he's just doing whatever he wants in this game. We were looking at a really decent early tempo zero tenacity lineup, doing a lot with the disruptor and stuff, but I don't know if the early pipe on the Underlord that didn't work for the first 2 or 3 team fights did them dirty. If I don't know, they just lost one team fight and then everything turned for them. Like this is now looking a little bit more one-sided. Can they get it? No, they can't really get the kill here on the Void Spirit, and now they just have to run because Sven is coming.
Yeo is gonna jump in. Disruptor glimpses the centaur out, but Sven should be still getting this up. No, he gets the blink out, so everybody is fine at the moment. SE really doing his best to delay this game. Like, if you have paid attention for him last 2-3 minutes, he's just being a menace on this mid lane. Like, just trying to skip the way, just being a little rat. Using this Enchantress to perfection. Because he knows they need time on Zero Tenacity, and Pipsqueak also knows this, so they're gonna go threaten the high ground. Aegis on the Centaur, still going on. He's happily gonna tank the tower, and Sven jumps in. Nande deletes everything. His Pitlord. Xani in trouble, but there is no static storm. Buyback from Pitlord, Stampede out. They're gonna try to kite. Is there gonna be a glimpse? Not for now. Someone is
they get the warlock
with it, but they go back in. Sven jumps in. With the BKB, he deletes the Lash, now going for the Edge. It's gonna be a kill, Egg is going on, it's gonna explode. SE should be going down here, yeah. He gets burned down by the vessel, and now takes without a rage. He's gonna get jumped by the Sven. Oh my god.
Yeah, this is game.
GG, well played. Pipsqueak, Nande. They just put on a clinic in this mid game. Like all the jumps, all the advantages they had to push, like all the smoke, they just work wonders for them, and they take this game by a storm. 10 minutes ago we didn't see this game end at 29. I don't think anyone saw this coming.
Yeah, I mean, I feel a little bit like they were just giving us the. I mean, we were. I mean, it's the Rubik hype.
Of course, I can see that. But
Yeah.
also, I would say they made the right draft adjustments, easily stealing the heroes that work for enemy, and now we just yet to see if they can make the gameplay adjustments, if they can play through this off lane, you know, like pressure Nande in the lane, but also don't let him just the AFK freel in the jungle with Luna that can kind of similar to Sven can also farm pretty fast her way back into the game. And also very interesting to see what Rubik will decide to go. I think there's only two builds. One is Spirit Vessel and the other one is Dagon. Like these are only two builds that I know people go on Rubik. So it'll be interesting to see what he opts to.
Well, in this scenario, I think Dagon doesn't look as bad.
Yeah, I
Like
mean, he has a good spells to steal, so the life steal, the spell life steal will be potent, and we see a kind of 5-on-5 smoke action. We'll see if it turns into anything. Nande, of course, as the player he is, will be approaching tier 2 tower with Luna at minus 10 seconds in the game. And they see Nefret. Can they get him? Smoke breaks. Kaori with the chicken fingers will start. Shackles continue, blood grenade. They kind of stuck the stance, so Nefret will be fine for now. A little bit harassment, X and E too. So Centaur, I think one of the heroes you don't mind getting harassed so hard before the lane because he has a such high base region.
Yeah, exactly. You just go stats. You just get like one bracer, two bracers, and just stay in the lane. Obviously, if you're going for Helm of Dominator, then just rush the Helm of Iron Will, and then I mean, I don't think the center can be killed actually. So he just can be annoyed, and that's it. I actually prefer the zero tenacity offlane here because Phoenix deals really well with Naga. Center Warren doesn't really care about harassment. So if GC can deal with the pulling shenanigans and the pulling meta here against the Naga Silent, which isn't an easy task to do, I think Center is going to have a really decent early game.
Yeah, for sure, a pretty well-rounded lane for him. But I think it's up to Pipsqueak to just try to survive in this lane. You know, they'll be happy with Nande not dying here, and we'll see. And on the bottom lane, I will keep my eye on the bottom lane. Like this gyro needs to get the pressure going early. Like not the kills, but just like accumulate the harassment. You know, the spam this flag cannon and slowly chip out all the region from Rasta and Undying because you need to dominate level 1 and level 2 on gyro. Like kind of set up for this level 3 timing.
The thing is, the level 3 timing is also really hot, really big for Pipsqueak. Especially with the Undying, like you can't really. Undying is a lane dominator. So
Yeah, I mean, it's the hero you kind of pick up and expect to never lose a lane, no matter what enemy picks. You can just, like, as you said, spam this out. But he has Tombstone already skilled, which, you know, Gyro is probably best early game hero against the Tombstone in the whole game.
yeah, I mean, in terms of safe lane carry, I do agree. But if he has the first level on Tombstone already on level 2, maybe they want to go like a level 3 timing and go aggressive against the Disruptor.
Yep.
Well, or
You can tell their plan by the facet on Shadow Shaman. Like he has a chicken finger, so their plan is to like drop everything on this gyro and like not let him deal with the Tombstone, which I feel like is correct choice so far. But we'll see how it ends out.
Oh, not a good glimpse there. I think this is going to be
not dying. The zombies are dying to the flag cannon, but SC he chooses a top side to kind of avoid Kaori. Yayo will pick up the Lotus, and SC is in a bit of like a lost land. Meanwhile, on the top lane, another fight for Lotus. Nefrit will win this, so no kills so far, and 1-for-1 Lotus trade.
Yeah, for now, the more time it passes and the more levels the Pipsqueak lineup gets, it's going to get harder and harder for Zero Tenacity to deal in this safe lane. Especially because Disruptor used the glimpse too aggressively against the Undying. He almost
Oh, he
lost
has
his
a
life
level
for
2
that.
glimpse. He might look for offensive play here. Is the level 2 rocket barrage? That's gonna be insane amount of damage. Lotus is ready, so Yayo with the stick charge should be fine for now. Got really harassed, but Kaori, Kaori back a punch. He's not afraid. Oh, 1, 4 to 3, 1 HP, has to use the stick. Everybody's getting so low, so they're gonna continue to play. Glimpse is off cooldown, 2 seconds. Mango ready, Glimpse is gonna come back. Is this our first blood? Yes, for sure. With 4 to 3, having enough HP, they finish around Kaori. A very much needed kill. The pressure was started to ramp up on this bottom lane by Pipsqueak, as you said, but it ends up with the gyrocopter 4 to 3 getting first blood.
Yeah, Disruptor too strong. Like that glimpse is just takes him out of position. Meanwhile, in the top lane, GC tried to go for on Kidaro, but the damage is just not there. The crowd control is not there as well.
Just
In
a
terms
very
of
nice dispel by Kidara. He just dispels the slow from the
right,
Phoenix dive. That really helped. In terms of lasses, you were saying?
yeah, in terms of last hits, the Luna is having a better time than the Gyrocopter. Well, Gyrocopter got the first blood, so you know the damage has been mitigated there. They're gonna get the revenge kill on the Disruptor for Jayo, so economy back to normal, so to speak. We are really
Something.
close to. Mhm.
Yeah, go ahead, sorry. We're closer to
Um,
level 6.
for
Yep.
Rubik, yeah, which is gonna hit that later than the Queen of Pain, so he's going to steal a Shadow Strike, I believe, and then it's going to be really hard for Queen of Pain to deal with that. Okay, we see Kaori got scouted or something like that. There's a glimpse still available. Can Queen
He's
of Pain?
gonna turn it around.
Queen of Pain doesn't have a
Mirage?
blink.
He lives it, but nice Sonic Wave by Queen of Pain. Mirage had a stick charges and a fairy fire. He's gonna live for a bit. Now GZ comes. 6-minute
There's no
rune.
blink.
He's gonna spawn. He's gonna be top invis. XNE in problem. He has no mana. Stick charges in 2. He gets it off.
Oh,
He just gets enough mana. He's gonna get the invis rune. So not the best rune, but you will gladly take it. Maybe some more tangos coming from this Naga, and Kaori will finally die to this glimpse. And his ward, I think it got spotted. So at the end of the day, power room for Zero Tenacity, but a kill for this power room for Pipsqueak, but a kill for Zero Tenacity and a D ward. Very important when it comes to this first night time on the mid.
okay, so Rubik just stole the blink. Not much of a harassment tool there. If he wants to move around. Well, minute 7, we don't see any aggressive play, which is a little bit weird, especially having such an aggressive lineup for Pipsqueak.
It's just both teams use so much resource for the 6-minute rune that both of the mid laners kind of had to like kind of reset and come back to mid. So without them being active, it's just gonna be 1-for-1 trade, post force, and top lane there is a bit of
Luna.
aggression. Eclipse comes out. GZ tries to tank it, but it's not gonna be enough. And a quick kill for Nanda. This time around, he is the one killing the enemy offlaner and not dying. And this
Bot
Luna
lane
is
once
off to
again
great
against
start.
Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter might it's getting gone here. Kaori just one more hit. Jayo getting it. SE dying as well. He tried to get the tombstone, but it's not enough. Oh, okay.
Nice raindrop. He's gonna live for a second, and Kaori
You
is
know,
gonna have to finish the job. Easy last hit. Yeah.
I wanted to say space created, but the carry is dead, so it was just waiting. He was just wasting time.
He tried his best, and 8-minute rune, we'll see. Both of the mid laners trying for top rune, but XNE will have to give up here. At least Kidara makes it so. Ooh! The Sonic Wave! Actually, XNE gets the kill now. Just gonna TP out. GZ cannot do anything about it. I did not see it coming. I was like, the rune, it gets stolen. Cannot get it to Rubik. Sad, but then at the end of the day, XNE just showing me I'm a Queen of player. I know the limits. gets the kill, gets out.
Yeah, there's a really. I mean, Queen of Pain is always going to be a lane dominator. Rubik is such a squishy hero as well. He stole the. Oh, wait, here on the bottom lane. We're going against the Gyrocopter here. Gyrocopter can survive. Kidaro may be the next to fall. The Tombstone is getting deal with. We're gonna get the kill, the Shadow Shaman as well. 2 for 0. A lot of rotations here from Zero Tenacity, but at least they help the Gyrocopter survive. They got the 2 kills as well.
That's a 3 kills. The Dirge also died. It's his innate ability that made him respawn immediately. So I thought that was gonna do well for the Pipsqueak, and the top Nande again trying for this solo kill. XNE is here, blinking one, just blinks in and gets this Centaur. You know, the Centaur is not having as good of a game as last time that he was on the other side. So, and Nande, another assist, another involvement, like very active on this Luna early. You'd love to see it. And on the bottom, I thought this aggression would be much better for Pipsqueak with this Undying level 7, but it turns out Mirage and the boys were just OP.
Yeah, and both the offlaners having a really tough time, right? Jejo at least got a kill out of it, but Centaur is, you know, he is a tanky boy in either way, but
10-man rule. It's gonna be top region for Kidara, so once again I think second time in a row, glimpse on Kidara. Region is cancelled fully. He should be easily dying here, and Mirage comes in and says kill secured. Easy. Another one for the Rubik, and they might try to turn this into mid-pressure. Helm is ready on the Centaur, 4 heroes already here, why not? I don't think Pipsqueak can do a lot about it, but as I said, Kaori coming in, getting lifted. Is there gonna be any TPs? Glyph comes out, but for now they're letting him die. Kaori, Kidara TPs, spear position, Stomp comes out. Kinetic field, Kidara presses the Illus, but the egg drops and it's just another kill. A very weird sequence of Pipsqueak. It feels like they were not on the same page here as supports and cores. Supports like kinda giving their lives away like a bonus kills on top of this tower, while cores were not interested in joining. That's gonna be 3 kills and a tower, considering Kidara died twice.
Yeah, Kidara just died too close to home. Okay, Tombstone being used right now, but you know the Stampede makes everything easier. Phoenix dying just out of position a little bit. Just like a consolation prize for Pipsqueak after losing the tier 1 tower in mid.
He kinda tanked the death for Rubik. Rubik got caught by Undying. It looked really scary, but you gotta remember this Stampede global ability that really helps you out against these massive slows like Undying one. Like he basically just, all he does in terms of control is slowing people with the Tombstone, with the ultimate. And nice ward trap by Kaori. Checker will come out, static storm right after. Aya is around here, in a lot of trouble on Kaori.
Nice
Glimpse will come. Do they have enough damage? The Pole Chicken is still active, so it's not even gonna activate and he will be fine. After 3 ultimates used, nobody dies.
Rubik's still hugging that mid lane. Maybe he wants to finish the Spirit Vessel before rotating. Queen of Pain already ganked twice, going for the Blade Mail build. Still, I mean, I think Nande has had a better lane than last game, and he's been stacking that safe lane Ancient Camp, so he checks that box on your good carry conditions, and he already has the Mask of Madness really close to that Manta as well. I mean, he's still like a couple of thousand gold away, but it's like minute 13, so it's really
He's
fast.
quite huge, but as we say, are we gonna jinx him? Disruptor, SE using the gate, smoke from mid lane on XNE and Kaori. There is a ward on Disruptor, but Nande is fast to fall back, so at least for now he's safe and he has his team timing. Kidara Net comes out, Egg is ready, but there's not gonna be a chance to use it. Quick hacks with Xany jumping, it's an easy kill. And they wanna look for more. Now that Phoenix is dead, the big part of this team fight on the dire side is gone. But for now, nothing else will happen. And they'll just go back to the bottom lane on the side of Zero Tenacity.
If you lose your Phoenix, that's really a deterrent to try to get that tier 1 tower on the safe lane. And meanwhile, Nandis just continue farming. So Gyrocopter lost like a solid 30 seconds there of farm. He is a little a little behind, 1.1k behind of Luna, and Luna can farm a little bit faster the Gyrocopter. But well, I like the gyrocopter one for the chrysalis for his second item, so at least he's going to not fall behind as fast to Luna.
Cory, very interesting play, pretending he's an illusion. Nobody suspects anything. Okay, bye bye. Illus, 2 Illus. Nephi says there's just 2 Illus now. He's coming back around. Cory, a very cheeky play. He's in a very good position, but he needs more to come. And gate used by Disruptor and Gyro, but they're underneath this ward. Pipsqueak knows everything that's gonna happen. Nanda is in trouble still. He needs to be aware of this glimpse. Oh, Disruptor's gonna get caught because of the ward. Still drops the Static Storm, Stampede coming in. They really wanna take advantage, but Kitaro now with the sleep resets everything. Tombstone is tanking these zombies. Yayo is in the position. Sonic Wave comes out with the Blade Mail on Undying. They're just gonna delete 4 to 3. Everybody else has to get out, and a perfect fight for Pipsqueak. This ward, you see it on the gate as Jeez is getting chased. It's very deep on the gate. Sentry is there, so it's a false information for Zero Tenacity that they don't see us, but Pipsqueak in possession of all the info makes a perfect read and gets the double kill.
Cory also dropped his Mass Serpent wards and took the most of the health of the tier one tower on the offlane there. So they got the tower, they get the team fight, and the economy is once again balanced a little bit. On the side of Pipsqueak, since the Luna has been having a great game so far. He already has his manta already going for the Aghanim Scepter build, like we were mentioning on draft. And this is, I don't think Luna is going to have as big of an impact that like a Sven can do in terms of because of the god strength, but it's still looking really good in terms of 5-on-5 fights, especially because this Rubik, he has been doing his rotation, he has been participating on fights, but the pressure and the impact that Queen of Pain is having is bigger, I think. Especially because he's also 1k ahead in terms of gold.
We did hype Rubik a lot, but he has not been delivering so far. And one thing that we didn't mention is like this Luna. Yeah, you think like, oh, Rubik versus Luna, you either still Eclipse or even a Lucent Beam is good, but Nande has been very like kind of conscious about it. Every time he presses like a spell, he instantly presses W after, and Rubik ends up having this useless orbs around him. So Rubik, for now, at least in these 17 minutes, kind of struggling to find this big impact. He's 3-1-1, which is an okay KDA, but you can't escape this feeling. You want more.
Yeah, I completely agree. Oh, there's the TP coming up. Can they get someone out of here? There's the Glimpse. Oh, no Glimpse. The Sonic Wave gets the kill. Unstoppable for Nexony.
Again, the vision on the side of Pipsqueak. It was all set up by these wards. Like they see everything the Zero Tenacity wants to do. Wards right in front of the tower, skulls this rotation, X and E. It's very easy for the cores to work with this information to get another kill, another tower. So I think for me so far MVP of the Pipsqueak game 2 is the vision and the support.
Yeah, well, supports are in charge of the early game, and those wards, like you were mentioning, they're like two unconventional ward placements, to be honest, because when you're placing a ward, you really want to have as big as possible of a range of vision there, but just with that sliver of vision that observer ward gives next to their offlane tower, it was just enough. Also, that ward next to the really close to the tormentor was enough. So they really know when to prioritize, because it's not about positioning the wards when you feel you're going to be, or just positioning the wards to where everyone puts them, place them. Just you need to the wards in the places of the map that your team is going to be pressuring, or your teams needs to defend, right? So
Nande is gonna get caught. Do they have enough damage? Static Storm will fall. Rubik has the Scream of Pain. Stays open on the Nande. They're gonna use everything. We're not watching it right on the screen, but on the top right we can see him being low and he just dies. They drop everything, he dies. Sleep comes out. It will sleep all
they're
three
gonna
of
pay.
them. Thompson drops. They see everybody. Stampede comes out. Can they kite a bit? Mirage, very low. Essence Ring 2. He has telekinesis the second, but he should still be dying. Gets one with him into the grave. Hidaro dies too, so at the end of the day, a very good trade for Zero Tenacity.
Yeah, I mean, really a great play from Yayo, just using his body to body block the stampede, because Rubik couldn't get out because of the beefy Undying that was just right in front of him. So they managed to get the trade really nice there. This is the first death, I believe, for Nande. Yeah, first death.
Same as us, they were feeling on Zero Tenacity. They were clicking on this Luna, on his level and his items. They're like, guys, we need kill Luna once. If we not kill Luna, it's gonna be big trouble. As we see Kaori shackle the Helm creep from GZ. Something that we didn't mention. The Phoenix boss 4 is building a Helm of Dominator. Not something you see every day.
Yeah, well, I just came from Pudge position 4 with Helm of Dominator.
I mean, I can see that. You know, the Valkyne tornado into a hook, like it's just next level. As we see Smoke, two-man Smoke, Kaori and XNE together, they can almost kill anyone. Blink reveal from Kaori, gonna get the Hex, gonna get the Shackle. Easy kill on GZ. Helm of Dominator doesn't help there. So a nice rotation. Can they move to the Wisdom Shrine? For now, like they do XNE blinks in and they'll take one. Meantime, SE will take theirs. So 1 for 1, and now they can probably go for Tormentor unless they feel like they can be more aggressive. Kidara pings it out, but it doesn't seem like they're very interested in it so far. They feel like they are just strong enough to punish the enemy instead of using time to take Tormentor down.
Well, right now it's just taking towers time. Kaori really likes to go for the Master Rewards like blindly, basically. Oh, wait. What are you doing here? Sonic Wave comes in, the Stampede. Also, oh, beautiful stomp from the center right there. And this is the YouTube highlight. You know, every single ultimate being thrown there. Nice 2 kills, big impact kill on the Queen of Pain. Defending the tier 1 tower.
Symphony of skills. Now Pipsqueak is saying, guys, we should have just gone for Tormentor, you know, they kind of dropped all the lead on this mid dive. Rubik, Mirage gets caught, Nande is here with Axe after he drops it down, it should be more than enough damage. Dude, he's staying alive, Yayo comes in, so they're gonna take a fight here on Zero Tenacity. But I'm not sure if that's the smartest idea with Mirage being dead. They're gonna try to run away.
Oh, this Raptor is being offered to the gods here.
It's not too bad, but guess what? He died right next to the rush pit with Yayo's ultimate being popped, bonus damage onto the rush, and Luna should be a pretty quick one. Let's see if Zero Tenacity wants to have something to do with it. But 3 versus 5, better not.
They also don't have the ultimates to deal with it. Like you were mentioning, Phoenix is the king of the rush pit, but it's Supernova is 45 seconds out. So this is going to be a free rush, which I don't think the Aegis is going to. Maybe if the Queen of Pain takes it, yeah. So maybe now Queen of Pain can make more aggressive plays. He's really beefy as well with the Gaia Sun's ready and the Blade Mail, going for the Aghanim Scepter. And well, Rubik just got his Aghanim Scepter as well, so he has a little bit more of versatility. Because you basically take the Aghanim Scepter because you want to uh, be
3-man smoke
spamming
mid.
more.
They see Queen up. Oh, stop.
Yes.
Queen of Pain
He-
will tank the Static Storm. Yeah, but Kidaro with the sleep, it's not gonna be enough to save him. So we trade Static Storm for the Aegis. Sleep is down. Glimpse is here still. 2 seconds. 1 second. Is there gonna be a glimpse? There is a vision.
No, it's on cooldown. It's on cooldown.
It's still on cooldown.
It's on cooldown.
No
Then, like 15 seconds. Oh, the Aghanim
Weird.
Scepter of the Luna immediately.
But the stolen blink, he just escapes and there's TP's bottom. He wants to even make aggressive play on his own. Pings out the Shadow Shaman, blink in 1. He's gonna catch the Shadow Shaman for a bit. Uses the Shadow Strike. This is Queen of Pain on our team now. He jumps in, lift, with the Shadow Strike. It will be very hard for Kari to escape. Will he die in base? No glimpse here. Oh my god, that was very clutch. A
That
very
was-
last moment glimpse.
And that's Rubik with Aghanim Scepter for you. Like, he just, stole the blink, keeps it as a free blink dagger, and
I feel
just goes,
this
goes
is
to town.
this is the reason you pick the Rubik into Queen of Pain. Kind of try to build, like, you get the vessel, so you kind of counter the spell lifesteal from Queen of Pain, and then on top of that, once you get Aghanims, you steal both of these spells. You get the Octarine from your level 15 talent. Now you're ready to go. This is the timing for the side of Zero Tenacity, and they'll say, yes, this is our timing. We're gonna go make a smoke play, try to roll 3 seconds. Can they get this Tormentor in time? Yeah, they do. I wonder when it was gonna switch houses, you know.
Ooh,
Very close.
huge. Yeah, it's huge that also the Nagasaren got the shard. So the HP region is going to be great here for the
One of
his
the better
reset button.
shards. Rubik is gonna spot someone. Smoke breaks. Now this XME gets the Shadow Saga. Stomp from the Centaur. Static Storm is not there, but Glimpse is just gonna be in time.
Nice.
Sonic Wave is not gonna help you. This Queen of Pain, I feel like this Aegis jinxed him. Basically, like ever since he got the Aegis, like he kind of started playing a little bit different, which sometimes tends to happen. You start to be more aggressive, and he lost the Aegis for free basically, and now he hits the deck once again.
Yeah, Rubik basically saying, I'm the Queen of Pain now. Like, just blinking, Shadow
Look at
Strike.
me!
Oh, he gets
gets
one
the
more
lift.
kill for it. He gets one more kill
Mirror.
for it.
That's gonna be an easy kill, as we know the Shadow Strike with the Aghanim, when it gets dispelled, it blows up, so this mirror image is not gonna help you.
We know that our Arcane Supremacy, amplifies for 26% the damage of the spell. So if you get a Queen Aghanim Scepter, and if he manages to steal the Eclipse, that might, in kill really easily the 2 supports, or even kill the Luna herself. There's
He buys the Blink Dagger, every man's dream. Now he has 2 Blinks. I think if you ever played like with these spells, it's like a dream come true, but he's gonna be caught in a second. If he's not getting Kari with the jump in, Eclipse comes down, Shackle, do they have enough damage? There's gonna be a Stampede, not in time to help him. Kari, Glimpse
the
is ready, but
TPs.
with Rubik dead, I don't think you wanna take this fight. He was way too greedy. This last creep on the wave, just kill them. And with Rubik, Rubik reminds me of a Slark in a way. When you play a Slark and you have like build up stacks, and once you die you feel so sad. Same with Rubik, like you had these spells stolen. It was like perfect blink and dagger, but now you die and you have to get him again, and it's not so easy.
Yeah, it is really hard. That's why normally Rubik builds a lot of mobility. So he has a Blink Dagger. I believe he's going for an Octarine Core later on. It gives him a little bit more of raw HP, so that helps him survive. Obviously, that's not the ideal scenario to be caught in against 5 and tanking everything, but he did manage to survive a lot of time there. They almost the full
Meanwhile,
Eclipse was needed.
Zero Tenacity wants to get a go. They jump Yeo. Yeo is very tanky. Has a 5 play mill, not the best target, but they're still gonna commit. He lost half of his HP. Gets flamed. Should be an easy kill. Doesn't have disease as Dirge. Oh, he does. He respawns instantly. So he can join the fight, but Pipsqueak doesn't want to have anything with it. With no undying there, they just want to kind of delay it. But XNE gets caught. Eclipse? Is this a stolen Eclipse or the Luna Eclipse? We don't know, but Glimpse will
That's
come
Luna.
for SC, and Kari will kind of die for his Queen of Pain getting caught. So a little bit of a misunderstanding on the side of Pipsqueak. Some of them wanted to get out, some of them wanted to stay fight, and they will pay with the +4 Shadow Shaman.
It was a bit of a zoning Eclipse, so now that they don't have Eclipse, this is the opportunity for Zero Tenacity to try to get this tier 2 tower in the mid lane.
I think the strength of this Luna is this like level 15 talent or level 20 where the Eclipse minus 40-second cooldown, so you know the downtime is almost not there. But as we see, 20 seconds, he's gonna have it again. Butterfly is closing on, so once the Shadow Shaman gets up and the Butterfly gets picked up, I think that will be probably the goal time for the side of Pipsqueak, especially if Queen of Pain finished the BKB. I think these are two items that they do want to play with.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, this not only the level 15 talent, but the level 20 talent with plus 110 losing beam damage. That just makes your Eclipse really a burst that you have. Okay, Rubik has Hex, so the lockdown here is going to be insane. They get the tier 2 tower in the bottom lane. Really aggressive movement here from Pipsqueak, like invading the enemy's triangle.
They just know where the enemy is, so they are trading a map, trading the vision, kinda 50-50, and 4-3 is gonna say you wanna take our map, we'll take your base. Forcing the glyph so far, nobody's coming back. Hidaro with the TP, but 4-3, he's calling the bluff. He says nobody's showing yet. Me with Satanic, I can force this. Now he's still there, and Pipsqueak is making a big grab around. Couple of scans dropped by the Dire, not by the Radiant. Kari coming into the hill. Smoke breaks, it blinks in. There's a Hex. They're gonna break Disruptor before anything. Egg drops. Can they protect it? Yes, they
nice
do. 4-3 with Satanic BKB. He can live through all of this so far. Where's the Luna? Luna comes in. BKB kills the 4-3 with the Sonic Wave. And the Sleep is healing all of them, so they get 2 big kills. Kari brought back. They're gonna chase Mirage. Do they have what it takes to kill him? 3 dead so far for Zero Tenacity, and Mirage should be hitting the deck. Perfect fight for XNE and Pipsqueak. Kari coming in, bursting the Disruptor. Phoenix dies too, so the full team bite for 1 buyback of Shadow Shaman. Perfect wraparound by Pipsqueak.
Yeah, it was you know, the wraparound was perfect. They just got the Disruptor. They got the Phoenix. Phoenix is forced to pop the egg really early. The Gyrocopter also gets forced to pop the Satanic really early. Then the Queen of Pain waits for the exact moment where the Satanic buff goes out, blinks in, Blade Mail out, Sonic Wave kills the Gyrocopter, and then there's no more damage. And that's something that really happens a lot when you're playing with one of those big hard carries that are big in late game. They're mostly always the sole damage dealer of the team. So if you can protect him, and if he can, you know, deal his damage, and if he dies, you have no more damage left. So your team just dies really easily after that. And in this case, in terms of Pipsqueak's lineup, yes, they do have the Luna. She is the main damage dealer, but you also have a Queen of Pain. Like, the Queen of Pain just showed us like she can deal the damage if Luna is, you know, not in the correct position.
Even after all this time, like 4 or 5 months of Queen of Pain meta, like I always get surprised. Like I always kind of get caught off guard, like how much damage does this Sonic Wave do, like in a fight? And it's only gonna get worse for Zero Tenacity with Queen of Pain. Aiming for the Shivas, possibly Refresher right after. She just like does so much in this team fight. So as you said, you control the Luna, there's still Queen of Pain, and with the Sleep, it's very hard to get a burst on one of these heroes without them getting their spells off. now it's gonna be even harder again. Don't fix what's not broken. Pipsqueak smokes, tries to get invasion there. Goes the Eclipse, kind of beeps, but SE blinks right into it. And it's gonna again start the same. Easy free kill, Queen of Pain, pops the BKB. Trying to force block, Kaori jumps in with the hack, Satanic is there. 1 HP, BKB Satanic, 4-3, trying to fight up. There is a mad fight between Nando and 4-3. She's still living on 4-3. He's still alive, but no BKB, no Satanic. He should be dying very soon. Axany blinks in, finishes off the gyrocopter. Mirage will be next. Not enough heals, not enough Satanics. Hidaro with the sleep, kinda makes the difference there. Another catch for Kaori, 4-man down, and we watch a rinse and repeat of last fight basically. There's just too much for the Zero Tenacity to handle. The sleep with the shard. Everybody pops the BKB, you're manning up, but one team has like 5% HP regen. It's just too much. This is why Naga won the TI.
Yeah, it is way too much regen. The reset button was perfect as well. I do believe like maybe in the last game Nando was the MVP because he just took the game over with Sven. But I think this Queen of Pain is the MVP of this game for Pipsqueak because she just blinked in, she didn't care, popped up the blocking bar, goes for the gyrocopter. It was just the Queen of Pain against 4 heroes, and those 4 heroes didn't do anything against her. And then even though the Rubik manages to steal the Sonic Wave and use it really beautifully, the damage wasn't there. Like the spell life steal was too much, and even without an Eclipse, because Luna used it to zone the Centaur, the damage was there because of the Queen of Pain. And what I was just speaking about happened, and gyrocopter dies, there's no more damage, everyone is dead.
Yeah, it feels like gyrocopter is kinda on the island here with the Rubik Centaur's 2 other cores. Jeezy, that's just his creep. Calls a bit. 4-man smoke, they don't wanna wait for Pipsqueak to get this rush and to siege the base. They wanna try to surprise them and take this one last fight, and you cannot blame them. They're gonna go for a very wide angle, so more likely than not they will surprise Pipsqueak. Rush, roars,
this is great.
smoke.
This is great. They make Rush roar,
roar into smoke, and they're gonna go for surprising. It's like Hidaro. This is the best possible target. If he's smoke breaking, I think they know exactly where the Zero Tenacity. Hidaro has to pop the sleep. Very defensively, finds all of them. Tombstone for the vision. Who gets the initiation? Hidaro has refresher, and the Eclipse drops, and the blinks inside. Kaori with the BKB, he's focusing everything down. The egg drops, can they kill it? They're gonna try. Blink in from Queen of Pain, the egg dies with another sleep. 4-3, Satanic BKB. Does he have enough damage? He's chasing the Nande down. Static Storm drops, so Nande is getting low, but 4-3, no BKB, no Satanic left. It should be more than enough for him to die. Nefrit is kind of fighting alone against everybody. Disruptor dies, Nefrit dies. Everybody is dead basically on the side of Zero Tenacity for this one little Shadow Shaman. Axany is gonna need to chase through the
Phoenix dieback.
Mirage. He will try what he can do, but PG will be cold. He kills a couple of them, but just for the bitter end. GG, lost in the woods are you, says Nande. GG, just like that. Zero Tenacity did have a very good last try, but 20k down at 30 minutes, it just seems a little bit too much to handle.